How's it going, bosses? Welcome back to your favorite show, The Truck Boss Show. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel and hit that bell notification so you're up to date with all the latest trucker news. We've got a summertime show for you. Here's what we have on tap. We talk with the experts on the importance of sunscreen for truckers and how you can keep your skin safe from truck driver face. Plus, we have a gorgeous Purple Pete walk-around that'll have you oohing and on. So, are you ready? Let's take a ride. What is truck driver face? It's the result of sun damage to the left side of the face and body after many hours of being behind the wheel hauling loads. The good news is there's a way to prevent it. Check out this story on the importance of sunscreen.
Sunscreen. Some people think that you only need it during the summer, but that's far from the truth, especially for truckers. Aging of the skin, skin laxities, fine lines, sagging skin, wrinkles, and even cancer are on the list of why it's so important for truckers to wear sunscreen, according to physician's assistant Tiffany Bankston.
So they are out in the elements every day. They don't have time to pull over during the peak hours, when the sun is out, typically between 11 to 3. So it's really important for them to protect themselves, protect their skin. And so I would suggest, them wearing their sunscreen every day, regardless of the weather. Everybody needs to protect their skin. So, after they get finished getting ready in the morning, they can just, put their sunscreen on their face, their neck, their arms, hands.
Back in 2012, a 69-year-old delivery truck driver went viral for an image of his face that showed sun damage on the left side after hauling loads for 28 years.
So whenever they have that sun exposure, after years and years of that, it just takes its toll on the skin and the underlying tissues. And so that creates the fine lines, the wrinkles, the sagging. And it's mainly on the left side whenever they're driving, because that's typically where the sun will hit in. It does come in through the front, obviously, and so sometimes they can have the exposure, right up underneath their chin as well and on their neck, but typically it's the left side of the face. And so that will age more than anything, and that's why I tell my patients, that are not truck drivers, but patients that are coming in day after day, that it's important to wear your sunscreen because that will age your face.
With so many sunscreens out there on the market, how do you pick? The answer lies in knowing the difference between chemical and physical sunscreens. Once you know this, you'll be able to determine which one is right for you.
So there are tons of sunscreens that are out there on the market, so you kind of get a little confused with that. You're looking for a broad spectrum sunscreen, and there's two different sunscreens. So there's chemical sunscreen and there's physical sunscreen. So with the chemical sunscreen, it penetrates the skin, so it takes a little bit longer for it to start working. So you should really apply it at least 30 minutes before you're going to go out to do whatever. So the physical sunscreen usually sits on top of the skin, and so it's easily absorbed, which is good because it's a quick absorption, but it also requires more application. So you might have to apply it a little bit more if you're sweating or if you get wet. Also, patients that have skin sensitivities, physical sunscreens are really good for that.
In the United States, there are over 2 million skincare diagnoses every year, and half of those are on the left side of the body. Truck drivers in particular have higher rates of melanoma, the most aggressive kind of skin cancer, on the left side of the body.
If they're going to be out on the road for more than a couple of hours, then reapply. Like if they go for a stop, then just reapply it and then you keep on going. But it's definitely good to reapply your sunscreen at least 2 hours afterwards.
Tiffany says the good news is if you're experiencing any wrinkles or sun damage, there are products that can help.
If they're driving that often, they do need to go in for check-ins at least once a year. If they're high risk, then they probably need to go in a little bit sooner. So meaning if they've had a history of cancer, then they probably need to go in a little bit sooner for their check-ins. There's also treatments for that. So, if they do feel like they have, some damage or, laxing skin, they can come and see us. So we have Botox, and that helps to relax the muscles. And so that will help kind of smooth out the skin. We have the wrinkle relaxers. And then we also have fillers. So if they have lost volume, we can fill up that lost volume in their skin. We also have lasers that help with that sun damage. So we've got a multitude of treatments here that we can offer them.
Thank you everyone at Refine You Med Spa, and remember, windows do not provide you all of the protection against UVA and UVB rays that you need. So put on your sunscreen and maybe even a wide-brimmed hat. Chris, what you got for us?
Thanks, Brittany. It's not every day that we get to meet a driver of hazardous materials, but we got lucky when we met Chad Dixon. The icing on the cake, his Purple-licious Peterbilt. Check it out. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Chris with the Truck Boss Show here, and today I'm joined by Mr. Chad Dixon. Chad, thanks for being with us.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. Hey, so where are you from? How long have you been hauling?
I'm from Slayton, Texas. I've been trucking for, 7 or so years. I started out doing custom harvest work, and this is a truck. I've been driving it for a little over 5 years, and I've owned it for about a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Okay, cool. Well, I want to know all about this beautiful Peterbilt. So tell me a little bit about the background of how you got it. And...
Sure. So it's a 2001 Peterbilt 379. It's got a 550 cat, 18-speed transmission, 265 wheelbase, 355 rear ends. The only thing this truck had when I got it was the paint scheme. I put everything from the bumper to the grill to the stacks to all the lights, everything starting, just one piece at a time kind of deal, and as a company driver, I know that's kind of tough, but over the years I grew it to what it is now, and then after I bought it, I've done a whole lot more work on it, and it's
cool.
What it is.
Well, how about we walk around and show me some of the stuff that you've done to it?
Sure. So it's got it's 24/5 wheels, tall tires, just because I'm doing stuff into farms and off ditches and stuff. So I like to have a little more clearance. It's got air ride by horse front end. It's got a lift bumper from 12 gauge, Talladega fiberglass front fenders, JJ bracket headlights and all that.
Very cool.
All of the lights on the entire truck are Trucks, TRUX, dual revolution, so I can go and change them from this beautiful purple to back to road legal. So
cool, very cool, yeah. Well, I'm loving the purple scheme. Tell me a little bit about why you chose purple.
Well, like I said, the only thing this truck had on it when I got it was purple, and the only thing it had the paint. And I've done a couple little touch-ups here and there. Like I took the back fairings off, and our company colors are usually just blue and white, and I kind of like to stand out.
Yeah. Cool.
So I wanted to keep this color, and I'd like to repaint it eventually, but I'll probably stick with the white and purple.
Yeah, man, it looks great.
It's you see a couple purple trucks here and there, but it's kind of a rare-ish color, I'd say. Right. So I wanted to have something.
And
a
those
little
purple
different.
lights, I'm sure, turn some heads as well at night while you're on the road.
Oh yeah, lots of attention.
Cool. How about let's go check out the inside of your cab?
Yeah, let's go in. I don't have a whole lot of the super extra stuff like some of the guys have, painted dash and all that, but
Oh, nice.
So nothing too crazy, but it's enough to light up the day.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So you said that you deal with a lot of hazardous material. Don't you have to have some kind of special certification to do that kind of
so
stuff?
I have my tanker and my Hazmat Endorsement. And Hazmat Endorsement, anything from, I can haul gasoline, I can haul ammonia, I can haul anything to nuclear waste. I mean, it's all in that one big thing, and I have to go every 4 years, and I have to get my fingerprints done, I have to take the written test again, go through big old background check, all that, which, I get and everything. So but that's just the price of it.
Yeah, I get it. All right, man, well, thanks for showing us your cab. How about, I want to see that purple engine you were talking about.
Yeah, okay. So we rebuilt this engine about, I want to say a year and a half ago, maybe. And while it was down, I was like, some of these guys have the painted motors and all that, so I figured might as well try and jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, cool.
It's nothing super crazy like some of these guys, but I like to try and keep it a little something different.
Yeah, but it's definitely you. You made this customization, so that's cool, man. All right, man. Well, Chad, thanks again for showing us your beautiful Peterbilt.
You bet.
And guys, that's it for this segment of the Truck Boss Show, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
Wow, the purple on that Peterbilt is amazing.
Amazing. And he has a really cool job, Chris.
Yes, yeah, it's so cool that he's a hazardous material hauler. You don't come
Yes.
across many of those guys nowadays.
You really don't.
And they follow all different kinds of regulations, so we're lucky that we met up with him.
We are so lucky. That was really, really cool. And we want to say a huge thank you to TBS Factoring. They sponsored this episode of Truck Boss Show. If you're looking to get your authority soon, let TBS process it for free and keep you up to date on all of those permits, licenses, and compliance regulations.
That's right, and for more information, check out the link in the description box below.
And on the next show, we are talking the history of Peterbilt Part 1. We're going all the way from the very beginning to the 1960s. Do you guys know the history? You're going to find out.
And we're also talking to Robert Braswell of the Technology and Maintenance Council about the differences between synthetic and conventional oil. What is it used for? Is it right for your rig and your company? So you guys are going to want to stay tuned for that.
Yes, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because we can't do this without you and your support.
And why do we do this, Brittany?
Because you're the boss. Woo! Okay.